Now the chances are that you've heard of Brit Stops already. Now what I want to do in this little video is just to give you a little overview of what it is and how it works. So it is really important to say at the start of this video that when I had my Vauxhall Zafira camper, I messaged Brit Stops to see if I could join, and the answer was no, because as a car camper I wouldn't necessarily be self-sufficient and self-contained. Clearly I am self-sufficient and self-contained, however Brit Stops I don't think necessarily understand that a car camper can be like that. Anyway, because of that I wasn't allowed to join. However, as my new car camper is more van size, I thought I'd give it another go, and this time I just signed up, because they don't actually ask what type of vehicle you have or your registration plate when you actually sign up. And interestingly, I've had a few comments on other videos from car campers telling me that they have joined Brit Stops and they are happily using it as well. So Brit Stops will cost you £44 a year at the moment. However, there's pretty much a permanent 25% off code here, which is what I used, and basically yeah, it means it's £33 for the first year. However, if you want it to renew, then it will renew at £44 for the second year. Now in the description is a little link that I've got from my Brit Stops account, and basically it means if you use it or if anyone uses it, then I get a month's membership free. So yeah, if you want to, you'll get no monetary value from using my code, but I do. Right, so what exactly is Brit Stops? Well, in its most simple terms, Brit Stops allows you to do free overnight parking in 3 different types of locations. Firstly is pubs, secondly is farms and farm shops, and thirdly, well, this is the other section. Now this encompasses quite a lot of different types of places, and it ranges from hotels to wineries to cider farms I just saw, restaurants, hotels should I say, campsites, farms, dairies, even a podiatrist I saw on there, and these are just the ones I've seen so far, so it's quite a wide selection, although it is fair to say that pubs are definitely the most prevalent. So far I've stayed at 2 different Brit Stops. The first was a farm shop literally right next to the North Downs Way, and the second actually turned out to be a campsite. So interestingly, I actually made the money back from my membership on the second visit alone. So with the first stop, not only did I have the most awesome location of being literally next to the North Downs Way, well, part of the reviews talked about the bacon in the farm shop, and I must say the bacon was absolutely fantastic. Now something you can do now is actually download the app, and that will show you the raft of locations across the UK where you can stay at. However, you can't see any details on those places unless you're a member. Now once you're a member, it is really important that you pay attention to the details for each individual stopover, because each stopover may have a different rule. So for some, they ask you to phone in advance. For some, they will ask you to pop into the shop or the restaurant and at least spend £5 or buy a meal. Some may have electric hookup, some may have facilities, and some may have very limited parking as well. So you do really need to read the details and make sure you do whatever they're asking, because I've seen at least one feedback where somebody hadn't phoned in advance and they weren't able to stay at the site because there wasn't room, because it only had like 2 parking spaces. Now as Brit Stops is aimed at self-contained vehicles, you won't always find facilities at the sites that you visit. Certainly of the 2 that I've been to, only one actually had 24-hour facilities that you could use. The other, I don't even think there was a toilet, to be honest. But as I say, I think this is why they think car campers aren't allowed, because they just presume that car campers don't have toilets inside their vehicle. Now even my Zafira had that, and I know other people do as well. So, but actually the only other 2 exemptions that I can think of is that tent boxes aren't allowed and caravans aren't allowed. So yeah, tent box, caravans, a definite no-no, and car campers is Now it looks like one of the other main rules about Brit Stop is that you can only stay at each stop for a maximum of 1 night. I might be wrong in saying that, but if I'm right, then if you stayed at a Brit Stops park up every single night of the year, if you paid the full £44, then that would mean each park up is costing you 12 pence per night, which I think is a pretty good deal. Now, I totally appreciate that Brit Stops isn't for everyone, and there are lots of other options out there, I believe. But for me, Brit Stops is an absolute game changer. It has opened up so many different areas that I can do car camps in, and I've certainly marked up a hell of a lot in Norfolk, in Kent, East Sussex, and basically everywhere, Wales and the New Forest. So yeah, for me, this really is a game changer for how I will find car camps, to add to the other ways that I already find car camps. Something I forgot to say, and it's a massive advantage with Brit Stops, is that there's no checkout time. So your mornings and afternoons can be quite relaxed on the day you leave. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. So, as always, I hope you found this video useful, and until next time, take care.